Welcome in 1010XL. We're breaking down the draft. Looking forward to seeing what the Jaguars are going to do on Thursday night and a couple of Thursdays. Joe C. from XL Primetime, Big Leon Searcy, he's with me noon to 3, and Lauren Brooks with the afternoon show, Frank Frangie and Hayes Carline. All right, so let's get into it. Let's start, Leon, with just a very simple question. There's so many things the Jaguars need to fix. Most of them are on the offensive side of the football. Would it be crazy to think that they could go to the defensive side with that number 7 pick?
No, it wouldn't be crazy. I don't think so. There's a premium on pass rushers, and I like Montez Sweat. And anytime in the offensive-driven league that the NFL's in, if you can get an elite pass rusher, they get after the quarterback, I think that it's not far-fetched to think that we could definitely take a defensive guy in the 7th pick overall.
Will they freak out, Lauren? Will the fans freak out if they go to the defensive side of the football?
I'm freaking out right now. You're telling me you're going to take a defensive end with a heart condition right now when there's so much on offense that this team needs? Do you know who had the fewest amount of touchdowns in 2018? The Jacksonville Jaguars, with only 25. Also, you know who averaged the least points per game of all the NFL? It was the Cardinals. That's why they have the number 1 overall pick. Yeah. You know who was second worst? The Jaguars. 15.3 points per game. That's like barely over 2 touchdowns. And you're telling me you're going to take defense with the 7th pick overall? No, this is why fans will freak out.
But the rumor is we're going to take a tackle. How's that going to help us out?
I don't want tackle. No offense to a tackle. But I'm thinking T.J. Hawkinson, give me a tight end. When Nick Foles was successful in Philadelphia with the Eagles, what did he have? Zach Ertz, Britt Selleck, Trey Burton. He had 3 tight ends. How many tight ends do we have in Jacksonville right now?
And
we haven't had one since
none
and don't forget they added Dallas Goedert too, so they know how to use the tight end. Here's the thing: more than anything else, the Jaguars haven't used the tight end. They don't really know how to open up that bank of plays with the tight end position. They've been terrible, almost invisible at that position. Now with this guy, they're absolutely going to have to get a weapon for him. T.J. Hawkinson makes a lot of sense to me, but I'll just go back to the defensive side real quick. With the fact of Malik Jackson out the door, the fact that Dante Fowler's out the door, there's nobody on the opposite side of Unique Ngakoue. Goes back to your Josh Sweat pick. This guy had about 24 sacks at Mississippi State the last couple of seasons. That's productivity. So where I look at it more than anything else, and you guys tell me if this makes sense, the 7th pick is pricey, and you better get a good piece of, you can call it whatever you want, a good player. No, it doesn't necessarily have to do that, because this team is built on defense. You shut people down, you give the ball back to the offense, you got a chance to win a lot more football games.
Well, why not trade that pick and get more picks?
That'd be good.
That'd be a nice little selection. Why not?
That'd be good.
It's possible. And then you could still get my guy, T.J. Hawkinson. But this team needs weapons. Again, Nick Foles had excellent wide receivers and excellent tight ends. The Jaguars right now, they don't have that. You're hoping Chris Conley's going to be good. You haven't seen him do anything here. And yes, he has a relationship with Nick Foles, so you're positive or optimistic at least about that. But for me, there's just not enough on the offensive side of the ball. That pick, if they stay at 7, has got to be offense.
Well, this is a passionate debate. We'll keep doing it on the radio all day long as we get closer to the draft. You can do it as well just by listening to 1010XL and 92.5 FM.